What is up, everybody? Cutco Mike, my nice guy here, coming off of my 39th birthday weekend and my 10-year wedding anniversary. I couldn't keep up with all the comments, texts, messages. I love you all. I'm so thankful to be your Cutco chosen rep. So it's my honor and privilege to be your knife guy, and that's why I call myself my knife guy. So Rachel just bought me a ton of cool stuff for my birthday, one of them being a new stand and light and microphone. So hopefully you're able to hear me loud and clear. We're going to be bringing you more content, more updates, and more excitement with home videos, and try to make them a little bit more polished and able to hear better, see better, and learn more. So thank you guys again for all the birthday wishes. Rachel and I just came back from New York, and we had a ton of fun. I got to eat my 99-cent pizza almost every night, got to see Lion King, go to a Yankees game, stayed right in front of Central Park, bike ride through the park. I think Rachel got her 3 or 4 Starbucks fixes, and we're so obviously blessed and honored to be your Cutco couple and family. So you might hear Hucky or car in the background, but we're going to do a real quick video on the Cutco gadgets. And there's actually more to the gadgets than what I'm going to show here, but we're going to highlight the top 5 rubber gadgets, and starting off with the scissors. So it'll be the scissors plus the 5 gadgets below. And one of the reasons I'm doing this is to break in the new camera here. If you don't have the scissors, you are truly missing out. And I hear this a lot. Well, I have scissors, or I don't use scissors, or are they worth the money, Mike? Yes, they're worth the money. It's Cutco's flagship thing. It's what got us into doors in the 1950s, 60s, 70s. It's still one of my absolute favorite things. So the Cutco scissors can have a nice little grip there, so you can actually cut a penny. I'm sure you've all seen this before. And if you've tried this yourself, there's a little trick to it. You make a lot of little squeezes and turn. And if you use a post-1987 penny, I believe it is, they're more aluminum filled than copper filled, but it'll still actually cut the old pennies with a little bit more strength. So why are these great? Well, one, you can use them in the kitchen and outside the kitchen. You can use them in the workbench. You can use them at the desk. You can use them in the man cave. You can use them, like we have one in our block, one in the drawer, one in the dishwasher, one downstairs. I think we have 6 total pairs. What else could you use them for? Rachel and I like a little late night queso and chips, and you can see we got a bag half full. You need to cut that bag, break it down to size, and now you got easy access to your chippies, right? What else? Let's say you got, who wants a freeze pop? Car wants a freeze pop? You got to cut the freeze pops for the kids this summer. Smooth, perfect, easy cut. Hucky wants a freeze pop. Or if you want to, you got those pizza boxes, you got those cardboard boxes, you just use those super shears to cut it down to size, break it down to size, or in our case, we got Amazon boxes showing up left and right. So guys, the scissors, in my opinion, are the greatest thing you can buy, and it's the thing that you can have multiples of. You can see it cuts right to the tip there on cardboard, paper, fabric. You can use them for the garden. You can use them for herbs. You can use them for pizza. I mean, these in our house are used to cut up food every single day. They break apart, and I hear this once in a while. Mike, they fall apart. So there's no way they can fall apart because you have to bend them to pass 90 degrees. So maybe if you pick them up like this and they fall apart, well, obviously that's a operator error. But try to obviously keep them together, keep them in a block. They do make a little shear holster that you can buy to put on a block or put on a cabinet. But like below, if you love the scissors, if it's a favorite, and if you did get a pair of the blue scissors. So at one point they came out with pink shears. They had red scissors that are now still available. They have blue shears. They had purple shears. And here comes Car heard freeze pop. Black shears, and we're hoping for a comeback of the bent shears. At one point they offered a sewing embroidery line. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have another pair in the basement. So we got 8 pairs of shears. Does anybody have that tops? All right, so scissors all around, great value. Food, fabric, poultry, spatchcocking, lobster, you name it, it'll claim it. Car, come here, you want to say hi? Freeze pop? Car want free pop? And by the way, I don't know if any of you kids, or any of you have kids and are still dressing them up in their Christmas PJs, but we just got back and sometimes the laundry is not always ready. Say hi to everybody. Look how big Car's got. Wave. Say freeze pop. Say thank you. All right, we'll get Hucky another one. All right, say bye-bye. All right, Daddy's got to finish the video. You'll get a scoop of ice cream. All right, the next thing here is the Cutco ice cream scoop. About 6-7 years ago, they redesigned this to be all stainless steel because the original ones were made with chrome-plated zinc. So what's the value of this one here? When it actually is on your countertop, it actually doesn't touch your countertop. You have a super heavy-duty handle. You have a nice tip there so you can get into those deep corners. You can use this to clean out the seeds of pumpkins. You can use this to clean out the seeds of a butternut squash. You can use this to make little dough balls. Hucky, you got to get down, baby. Daddy's filming. Come around with the chair, Hucky. So here's what I learned. This is the cheaper ice cream. The kids blew through the Bluebell Bunny pretty quick. But I heard that the cheaper the ice cream, the faster it melts. So I think this one is maybe never a dull moment here in the Cutco factory. Cutco kitchen. At one point we might have our own kitchen. But what's great about this little ice cream scoop, you have the tip here and you can really, let me see if I can do this, get around there, make a nice scoop, and you can kind of see what's great about the scoop is you get those perfect slices, no, not slices, perfect scoops every time, and it'll tend to just kind of drop off right there and make your nice ice cream scoops. Perfect little ice cream balls. So comment below if you love the Cutco ice cream, and, well, not Cutco ice cream scoop. You want ice cream, Hucky?
Yeah.
All right. Car want ice cream? All right, go sit. Go say thank you.
Thank you.
Wait. One more one. By the way, if you thought I'm a good salesman, come hang out with these. That's it. You're all done. Now go sit. Come hang out with these kids for a little bit, and you will think I am a walkover salesman. All right, you want ice cream? Car wants ice cream too. By the way, in our kitchen here, there is always a kid involved with the home video. Why? Because that's why we work so hard. We work so hard to serve you with fun, enjoyment, laughs, and value, right? All right, go sit. All right, so ice cream scoop, great tool. And you should always have two of these because in this case, we just got ours dirty. We could just rinse it clean. Or if you have a big family or you're eating ice cream every night, doesn't hurt to have another one of those. So we got the scissors, we got the ice cream scoop. By the way, every single one of Cutco's gadgets is guaranteed forever. And it is back. You got to eat, baby. Daddy's doing a video, okay? All right, so the next one here is we got our Cutco pizza cutter. So I don't have a pizza ready, but I got a little piece of naan bread ready, okay? So the Cutco pizza cutter, Hucky, Daddy's doing a video, baby. You got to get down. Is there a such thing as a child lock for the fridge? Because this is what happens in our house every single day. They just go in there like they own and run the show. All right, so we got the Cutco pizza cutter. By the way, this is not sharp to touch. A lot of people go, hey, should I sharpen this? Do I need to sharpen it? The way it cuts is there's actually a little bevel here on the actual blade. It's a stainless steel T304 blade. So you hear that? So that's how you cut with your pizza cutter. You push down. Hucky, what are you doing, bud? You got a drink right here. It's in your cup. Here. Next time, Daddy's not bringing ice cream out, okay? Come here. Sit down. Sit down, please. Come here. All right, so back to the show. By the way, we do pay $20 an hour in Cutco bucks for anybody who wants to volunteer and help Mimi out, because Mimi just watched all 4 of them for 4 days. We love you, Mimi. All right, so here's your pizza cutter, your naan bread cutter, and what's nice about this, you can use this for dough, you can use this for quesadillas, you can use this for pancakes. So the key to this, guys, is you just push down. You don't need to do that every time, but just push down, make sure it's touching the cutting board, and just let the blade do the work. Let the blade do the work. So this little tool here, one of my favorite features is the wheel comes out, so you can clean it super easily. So if you're going, Mike, I didn't know Cutco makes these, well, this is a perfect time for you to put them on your wish list, or send me a message and say, hey, I didn't know that's awesome. I need one of those. All right, the Cutco wine beer bottle opener, or your root beer bottle opener. What's nice about this, it's cut flat here, so it'll actually stand up next to your bottles of wine or in your cabinets, or you can just lay it flat in the drawer. It's also got the Cutco kind of grippy handle there. And a little trick on this is you don't want to block the levers. If you block the levers, you're going to create basically a drill. We don't want to create a drill, we want to create a corkscrew. So open it up, put your hands underneath it, watch it go up, and push it down. We drank a good amount this weekend, nothing too crazy, but I don't feel like opening a bottle of wine, but I do feel like celebrating with a nice Fitz's root beer. So what's cool about this, let's say you like a nice bottle, glass bottle, so you got the back side. So a nice little 2-in-1. So maybe you don't drink wine, but you open a bottle of Coke or a bottle of root beer once in a while. So cheers. How's the video going so far? Good. How's the ice cream, kids? All right, so now we got the can opener. Back in the day, Cutco had a chrome stainless steel can opener, and because the motor had some defects, they stopped making it. And then about 15 years ago, actually about 12 years ago, they brought it back. You can kind of see here, it's tilted on an angle, so every time you use it, it's going to get you a nice clasp and a nice grip. Here's something I learned. This does have about a 90% approval rating. What that means is 9 out of 10 people that buy it absolutely love it, rave about it. But 1 out of 10 say, Mike, I'm not super satisfied with it. So after I would so normally all of our products have a 99% approval rating. What that means is 99.9% of the time, it gets raving reviews, 5-star reviews. Mike, I love it, I love it, I love it. Once in a while, we get a complaint. So what I've learned is this is the one of very few things that you'll get a complaint. But 9 out of 10 people love it because they never had a problem with it. So what I learned after getting some complaints, I started diving into it to figure it out, is when you clasp it, so you'll hear a little clasp. Hear that? I don't know if you got that, picked that up. And you hold it in the air, it'll work perfect every time. But what I learned is when you hold it on the ground like this and you start turning, it'll start to actually jump once in a while, especially on smaller cans. So you always want to keep the can in the air. I know it's kind of weird, maybe it's not what you're used to doing, but maybe it's based off of that design where in the sink, or in the kitchen, the old ones, you just kind of put up there and you let it and set it and forget it. But if you're holding down on it, it can jump, and it's not a defect, it's just an owner-operator error. So if you're struggling with your can opener, it's probably because you're doing that. But 99% of the time, I always have a perfect open, and here's one of the big selling tips. You got the little magnetic piece, they'll lift it up. So ours doesn't cut around the side like some of the tricky ones that are new. We're old-fashioned, we believe in it. You buy once, cry once, and then if you need to drain it. So people always ask, is this sharp? It's not sharp to touch, but I'm sure, today I cut myself, a glass broke, but I'm sure if I did this really hard and fast, I might cut myself, but just a touch, it's not sharp. And then on the inside here, it's not sharp at all. When it does use that can opener mechanism, it pushes down and creates a perfect little slice. And then the final thing in the gadget line is the peeler. So what's great about the peeler is you can remove the little eyes or dead spots of the potatoes. So the peeler is one of people's favorite gadgets of all time. It's the original, besides the scissors, it is the original gadget. And here's a little trick I've learned also. You got a little groove here. That's where you want to keep your finger. So the blade is on a swivel. So if you tend to turn your wrist and you're trying to peel, you're going to not like this peeler because the blade will not hit what you're peeling. So you have to make sure it goes straight down, and you kind of have to use your finger here or push straight down. But what's great is you'll actually be able to get pretty much all peel. This is a potato, Hucky. So you get basically all peel. See, a lot of times it takes so much of the actual food that you end up start with a potato this size and you end with a quarter-size potato. So you can go forwards, you can go backwards, forwards, backwards. But you got to make sure that blade is designed to do what it's designed to do. It just goes straight and it'll curl with the thing you're peeling. And it does have a sharp blade. It's not going to hurt you if you do get yourself, unless you really go fast. You might need a Band-Aid or two. So you can peel apples, you can peel cucumbers, you can peel carrots with this. You can even peel a tomato. You can peel, use it to do chocolate. But there you go. And these come in handy. One of Rachel's teacher friends at school said, "Hey, Rach, do you want to peel what was it, like 20 pounds of apples. And Rachel's being so generous with her serving time. She's like, sure. So we were up for like an hour and a half peeling apples in the fall for, I think they're Halloween, or I forget what it was, their Thanksgiving party. All right, so one little gem here. A unicorn that Cutco stopped making is a garlic press. About 12 years ago, they discontinued this. Hopefully they redesign it, but this is a unicorn Cutco garlic press. At one point, they did offer this, but there was a few complaints about this not being deep enough, so it wouldn't fully press and clean it. So Cutco is big on if it doesn't last, it doesn't work, it doesn't have 100%, off-the-shelf satisfaction. Obviously, you're always going to have a few defects here and there. They're going to discontinue it because we want it to sell. We want it to be around forever. So, guys, in summary here, buy the Cutco gadgets or ask for them a part of a deal. Or if you're like, Mike, I have everything. What do I get my kids? The gadgets. Parker's done? Yeah. All done? Parker's done with their ice ski. Those are great stocking stuffers, great graduation gifts, great wedding gifts. They're just great to have. I always say this, take back your drawer. Get rid of the junk, simplifies, minimize, get the good stuff. A couple things just to kind of have a little fun here to wrap up. What would be cool to see Cutco make? Some tongs. We have these little things. I think they come off. They're so crappy. Well, maybe the old one did. But how about some Cutco tongs? Comment or like if you think Cutco should make some tongs. How about a microplane zester or a zester grater like this? Would that be cool to see a Cutco one with a Cutco handle? That might cut your finger off. And something that I think...
It goes.
Hold on. All done?
No, it goes.
All right, cold. All right, sit down. And one thing that I would really love to see is a Cutco fish spatula. Not that we eat a lot of fish, but this thing is pretty cool. It's like a traditional spatula, but it's a little bit wider slots and a little bit more curved so you can get underneath that salmon or that fish that you're pan searing or frying. So those are my requests. Comment below. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what you liked. God bless you. Be on the lookout. We got a couple giveaways coming up this month that are from the last few weeks. And we need to get to 7,000 members to give away $7,000. So we need about 700 more members. So like, add, comment, invite. We love you. And God bless. Take care, everybody.